from Rhythm and Tunes Piano School. Just finishing up in the studio this evening, and thought I would jump on here quickly and share a couple of highlights from the week here at Rhythm and Tunes Piano School so far. So the first little story I thought I would start with is from kids class from yesterday. So one of the things we do is we learn a lot of songs, I suppose you would say, by rote. And there is generally quite a bit of at-home video support for that process. However, when we get to learning the first section of Beethoven's Fürlies by rote, there is no video ever at all, and students just have to remember it from the work that we did in class. And by that stage, they really have been trained to recall easily, remember all the tools and strategies easily that we use to build the songs and to be able to play so much music from memory. And so it's generally not a huge jump to go from having the support of the video at home to having nothing at home except your memory from what we did in the lesson. So I was working with these three really, really lovely little people, and we'd learnt the right hand last week, so they came back with that all done. And I stepped them through what the left hand needed to do, and that was all fine. We each had a turn at that, and everybody watched as the other person tried it. And so we had lots of learning going on from observing, and then lots of learning going on from doing. And then I watched all three of them put it together, and it was, I don't know, I just get such a buzz out of this process, because it was like watching their brains process in slow motion, if that makes any sense. And I was watching as one little girl was putting down one finger, and she knew exactly what the right hand needed to do, she knew exactly what the left hand needed to do, and she understood the concept of locking her hands together, what the logic was in order to be able to lock her hands together. But it was really like watching her brain move in slow motion, which honestly, it's such a beautiful thing to witness. I get such a buzz out of it, because it's not just about sitting here playing Fürlies as a child. I mean, in my very humble opinion, this process will help her get a job one day. This process will help her be able to develop new neural pathways in her brain, which may help her in other learning areas. And there's nothing more rewarding, I don't think, as a teacher to witness that process and to understand how what the benefit for her will be in the future as a result of being able to work through that. So that was the first little happy moment for me, I guess. And then today we had Music on Steroids, the current round of Music on Wednesday group of Music on Steroids, and I've got some gorgeous, gorgeous ladies in that program, as I normally have. I love teaching that, and I was going through the transposing aspect of the moving the three primary chords into every single key, and stepped them through that. And one lady, she says to me, "That's the most exciting thing I've ever learnt in my life." And it was a comment that kind of stopped the whole class, because we'd been thinking pretty hard, we'd been sort of working pretty hard, and it was almost like something just clicked in her mind, and that's the most exciting thing I've learnt my whole entire life, she said. So there you go. This particular lady, I will say, I actually tried to talk her out of coming into the program, because she told me she had done 8th grade piano. And this is an entry-level system, and we do start at the beginning of the process. And having said that, I was more than happy to start at the beginning, because I could see when I looked at the program that I was going to be perceiving music differently and looking at music through a different lens. But that was me. When she told me she'd done 8th grade piano, I was thinking, well, are you sure you want to do this? Because you will have to play these basic pieces. You will need to start at the beginning of the process. And no, she was adamant that she wanted to do it. And then today, it's like, that's the most exciting thing she'd learned in her whole entire life, because she saw a pattern. She saw a pattern that she'd never been taught in all those years of piano playing for whatever reason. So it's always very exciting to unfold this process to people. I love it, and I hope they enjoy it as well. I think they do, because I've had a number of students continue on after they finish that 8-week Music on Steroids program into normal weekly lessons. So I still get to see them every week, which is lucky for me. So if you wanted to know about the next round, it's starting on the 26th of August, and all you need to do is send your best contact number through on this page. Just message through your best contact number on this page. I'll give you a call. We'll have a little bit of a chat to see whether or not it would be suitable for you. You need to have learnt the piano previously for at least maybe 18 months or 2 years or so, approximately. Not necessarily. I have had people who only play the guitar who have come in and managed to keep up with the pace of the content. So I really need to have a conversation with you, have an understanding of what your background is, what your experience is, and we can go from there. So there you go. I would love to know what your joyful moments are for the week. We're living in a world of great uncertainty at the moment, and it's really important just to keep focusing on those little magic moments, I believe. So why don't you share what you're celebrating this week? What something that's really, really great that has happened for you this week? I would love to know. So for the moment, I am going to sign off, and I will see you next time. All right, take care for now. See you later. Bye.